Hey guys, so today I want to compare the Galaxy Grand 2 a little bit against the Galaxy S5. So I know that these devices doesn't cost around the same, but it still could be some fun things here to compare them because some people are interested. Some people just want to see what is different comparing a high-end Galaxy device versus a kind of like a mid-range Galaxy device. Some of the first key things here that is different that I can say already right now is that we do have a different display. They are almost identical size here, which is kind of fun. I mean, when we take them up here, you can kind of see that they're almost identical size. And on the left side, we do have the Galaxy Grand 2. We can also see the material here. I was actually quite surprised how good the Galaxy Grand 2 felt because it's using this kind of leather material that the Galaxy Note 3 also comes with. And just because, I mean, I think the Galaxy S5 didn't get this because it's like a waterproof phone. This one, of course, isn't, or it's a water-resistant phone. It can handle that pretty well. But this just feels very, very quality. It doesn't feel the same as my Galaxy Note 3's. This one, it feels a little bit more like more quality. I think more real. I think that this black does compared to this one, which is pretty interesting. So another little thing here that I noticed is that it feels pretty thick. The Galaxy Grand has a thick design to it, which is pretty interesting, I gotta say. It kind of feels badass, I think. Feels very nicely in your hand versus the Galaxy S5, which feels way lighter and way thinner. I don't like this kind of book design on the Galaxy S5 versus more of a clean look here that you do get on the Galaxy Grand 2. Even though both are like in plastic, so that may not matter too much. Of course, the Galaxy S5 also has a fingerprint scanner here, and then it also comes with a heart rate monitor down here. But that's just for a lot of people is gimmick features. It has a speaker down at the bottom instead of at the top there. This one has a 8 megapixel camera versus the Galaxy S5, which features a 60 megapixel camera. And you also get different Android versions here. You do get the newer version on the Galaxy S5 Android 4.2 KitKat with Samsung's latest TouchWiz UI, which definitely has been updated a lot, more rounded design, a little bit more like a flat UI. Things like you can see there on the internet icon, way more flat here compared to on this low side. So that could definitely be fun things here to know. And I mean, just if we bring up this area, for example, you can see that there's a super big difference. Also in the settings area, it also is a major difference. Some other things, maybe I already said, but TFT display here. It kind of reminds about the Galaxy S4 Active display, so not as good viewing angles. It looks pretty good though in the color white versus the AMOLED here screen on the Galaxy S5 1080p resolution versus 720p over there, which looks so much better. It's pretty amazing actually how much better it looks from the sides and all that. Samsung really knows what they're doing. Here 5.1 inch display versus 5.25 inch display here, so it's actually bigger on the Galaxy Grand. You can probably also hear that on the name that was one of the marketing things, that they wanted to do something big and do something amazing. The Galaxy S5 features 16 32GB variants versus the Galaxy Grand, which only comes in 8GB variant, but 8GB still good enough for 2 or 3 games, high-end games. And as I said, there's 60 megapixel camera here inside of the GS5. Let's see here. I get a problem. What is this? Whoa, that was random. Okay, that was random. But a new custom UI here, or the latest UI look here. You can see the camera app is really fresh. with all these kinds of different modes which you can switch between. It's just a great camera. It can also record like 4K video, I'm pretty sure. The Galaxy Grand 2 actually get the latest, or the S4's UI here, not the S5's UI, but the S4's UI inside of the camera, which also still is pretty nice. And you have all these tons of different mini modes that you also do get on the Galaxy S5, so that's pretty sweet actually for a mid-range device. Some other things here, you do get quad-core 1.2 GHz Cortex A7 inside of the Grand 2 versus quad-core 2.5 GHz with the good stuff inside. We have a clear winner actually. I mean, 2.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801 chipsets versus only Snapdragon what was it? Snapdragon 400? Yeah, Snapdragon 400. And even though this one is quad-core, it's Cortex A7, which is not super impressive actually. It's pretty, can be pretty bad sometimes. Adreno 305 GPU versus Adreno 330. Clearly, the one that's going to kill more there is going to be the Galaxy S5. Clearly, there's a major difference between 305 and 330, but 305 can still handle a lot of games. So you better check that out, especially if they optimized it. It could be really nice experience actually. 2800 milliamp battery inside of the S5, so a little bit more there than the 2600 milliamp battery inside of the Grand 2. And as I said, their fingerprint and a heart rate scanner. And then of course you do get some special features inside of the S5, a new ULO Quick Connect, S Finder, ultra power saving mode, a download booster, and a toolbox, basically a little window here. But then again, there's a lot of apps that can do similar things probably for you, so you can kind of get a little bit of that experience on the Galaxy Grand 2. But yeah, I just wanted to do this quick little video here talking about this. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you want to see more videos with these two devices in specific things, well, was that NFC? Yeah, that was NFC technology. They're both great devices for kind of like what you pay, but this one is a little bit underpowered. The Grand 2. It's a nice device, but the quad-core processor is not super good at 1.2 GHz, especially for the price you pay for this one. You definitely want to get something better, probably some kind of dual-core 1.7 GHz. I mean, the S4 Mini that came out last year for around the same price, that one was amazing. That one was really great. But this one is, I'd rather pick the 1.7 GHz dual-core probably on top of quad-core 1.2 GHz A7. But yeah, quick little video checking these phones out.